What's up, Delora? We are back after a couple weeks break. How you feeling? How you living?
I can't believe it. We're back. No, just wait. Of course I can believe it, but what I'm trying to say is I'm happy to be back, Ashley.
Yeah, we had Mother's Day weekend that just passed. What else has been going on? How
Yes.
was Mother's Day for you?
Mother's Day was lovely. We did like all of the things that we tend to do that's turning into tradition. We went to Natorp's here in the Cincinnati area. Gorgeous, gorgeous nursery. It's a bit pricey, but we've gotten some lovely items from there. That's where I got my beloved peonies that I keep posting on my social media because they're thriving. This year, the peonies were ransacked, and therefore I was not able to get any new babies.
Hmm.
But I have transitioned into building a garden, Ashley.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm so excited. I got two types of tomatoes, some cucumbers, and I got some herbs. So yeah, oregano, thyme, rosemary. So gonna get my Meghan Markle slash Martha Stewart on,
Yeah, healthy.
and then we also got a rose bush. My David and I are really excited about that. Roses aren't my favorite, but I'm excited to have more beautiful things in the art. And she's pretty. Um, our new plant. And we went to brunch, which is always a thing. And what's so funny is like Amara planned it. Um, and she knows exactly all the places that we go. So it just cracks me up because I'm like, oh my goodness, I am raising a mini me. How was
And
your
already
Mother's Day
planning
weekend?
at 8. You go, girl.
Oh, yes.
My Mother's Day weekend was good. Spent some time with the fam, of course, and Sunday in particular. The plan was, are we just going to try to skip the crowds and go out Saturday, or are we going to go out Sunday? And then Sunday rolls around and it's like, okay, but what exactly do we want to do? Restaurants are going to be packed. So it was just like
Absolutely.
very last minute. And suddenly we're heading to first watch. We waited an hour and a half.
Sounds about right.
Everybody was starving. So after that, we just went and kind of walked around a little bit, did a little bit of shopping, and just spent time together, just hung out. So it was nice from that respect. And then
I love that.
just generally for me, one of the reasons why we were away is because I was traveling a bit. So I got to go to Phoenix, Arizona for the second time in life. That Eastern Standard Time to Pacific Time difference kicks my butt. But in particular, I went for work and I was still working an Eastern Standard schedule. So I was up working 4:45, 5 o'clock every morning, and then trying to hang out in the evenings because I have family there. So it was just a weird, exhausting little schedule. I was very happy to make it back to the Eastern Standard Time zone just to feel like a normal human again. But otherwise, I enjoyed like getting to really see Phoenix. The first time I went, we went for my cousin's wedding and we stayed at a golf resort that the wedding was held at. So I didn't really see and explore the city. This time I went to a book festival with one of my coworkers and her family. I spent time with my cousins. I ate some really good Italian. Oof, those apps. Celebrated one of my cousin's birthdays, spent some time with my younger brother. It was a really good trip. And I will say to Laura about the book festival, I have to send you some info because I met a lady, a black woman out of Florida who was working a booth. She has an adult themed summer camp for book lovers, geared towards book lovers.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And she does it
Excuse
in,
me?
yeah, and she does it in different areas. So she has one that's coming up that's going to be in the Arizona area. She has some she does in Florida. So I just told her, I was like, listen, I host a podcast. Me and my podcast host will definitely look into this and see about possibly coming to one of these because I loved her. I loved her energy and also just the idea of it. Because she
Yes.
was like, did you love summer camp as a kid? And I said, well, honestly, I never got to go to summer camp as a kid.
No, I didn't know
Never.
that.
No, I mean, I went to like a a program geared towards school when I was like eighth grade through like junior year of high school, but not summer camp. You know what I mean? That
Like
was the closest
away.
thing. Yeah, that was the closest thing
Yeah.
I got to it. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely be talking to my co-host about this, and we'll have to chat about it because I think it's a really interesting idea, and especially geared towards like a niche audience. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. I'll send you some info on that. But
That's so
otherwise,
fantastic. I love it.
it was a good experience. I'm happy to be back. We get a chance to chat, get back into these pop culture streets. So, guys, thank you for sticking with us as always. We've had some
Yes.
repeats of things, including our in conversation with the lovely Angelina Mitchell that was out this
Yes, yes,
week. If you have
yes.
not listened, please do. The Dayton Black Women's Film Festival is coming up May 21st to the 24th. Delora and I will
So
be there
exciting.
again.
We
So
will.
look out for
Can't
us.
wait.
Yeah, it's just exciting
Yeah,
stuff going on. It's about
it
to be
is.
a crazy start to summer. There's gonna be a lot going on. Delora's
It
birthday is coming
is.
up, y'all. She got some
Oh my
travels going
gosh.
with that.
So excited. And yeah, we're gonna be off next week too. Because Mama's going to see Bruno Mars.
That's
Oh,
right. That's
I
right.
cannot wait.
The Bruno
Um,
concert.
yes, shout out to my concert bay, Tony from TL's Yarn Craft. Shout out to her. She on her YouTube page has made it to 1 million subscribers.
Wow, that's incredible. Congratulations, Tony.
Huge deal. So proud of you. And I'm going to get all the tea next week. But yeah, cannot wait.
That's awesome. Well, you guys enjoy. I've heard great things. The same coworker I went and visited in Phoenix, her and her family went to see Bruno, and I was like, just so you know, I have to say, and this is her daughter's first concert, that you are
Oh,
spoiling her rotten because there is
oh
not
yeah.
a greater entertainer to me right now that I've seen in concert besides Beyonce, that
Correct.
matches Bruno. So
Correct. And I
yeah,
feel sorry for my friends who've seen him in Vegas during his residency because everybody was like, he wasn't as great as everybody says. I'm like, that's probably because
he was
he
matching a
was,
different aesthetic and vibe.
yep, I think it was different from being on the road. So
Yeah, y'all
I'm
got to
looking
catch
forward
that
to it.
man. Y'all got to catch that man. He is fantastic. So that's exciting. I'm excited for you. Can't wait till you bring the review back to us.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, well, let's get into these headlines. And we also have a microdose because Laura and I got a chance to go see The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yes.
So we'll
A
hit y'all with that.
must
Yeah,
see.
we'll hit y'all with that spoiler alert before we get into it. But Laura and I are going to split topics a little bit today. So I'll just start with the never-ending summer house Bravo drama. So I think Delora and I talked about this on the mic a couple of times, but y'all, I've gone so hard down the rabbit hole of this. For a minute, I will be fair. For a minute, I got sick of it. I was like, I'm tired of hearing about this shit. I don't want to hear about this anymore. And then I just got sucked right back in. And I was like, if I'm going to be this invested, I got to start watching the show. So for a minute, I was going to go back and watch old seasons. Bump that. I'm just watching season 10 and I'm up to speed and I'm ready for this reunion because y'all gonna stop playing in my girl Sierra's face like this.
I heard the latest episode was very like jaw dropping of like the level of deceit that West
Girl,
and Amanda.
let me tell y'all something. I haven't even watched the latest this week because I'm a day behind because I watch on Peacock, not on Bravo because I have cable. But let me tell y'all
Mm,
something. From the clips I've seen and the fact she put her mouth back on that man's mouth, Sierra to West,
yes.
y'all better stop playing in my girl Sierra's face. And then Amanda, ugh, talking about I would cut West off in a moment if she just gave me a look. I don't trust anyone with her heart, X, Y, and Z. You are psychologically damaged. There's something wrong with you.
It's so it's so funny that you say that because obviously I am not in the drama. I have not watched the show, but I have been following it on social media. And one of my favorite comments on social media right now is like the editors for this season should win an Emmy because apparently they're showing all these lingering hugs and forehead kisses between Wes and Amanda. And I'm like, this isn't right. And don't get me wrong, apparently Kyle ain't nobody that we need to be mourning for. Is that correct?
So I text you that I don't like Kyle. Like it's really hard to like Kyle based off of his behavior. But I will say too, to give Kyle a little bit of grace. And again, for the OG people, I'm sure y'all will say, nah, this is not the usual Kyle, whatever. He's been showing his ass this season. But I will say this too. Sometimes you catch people at really bad moments. And I think this season in particular, Kyle is not in a great place mentally, financially. His business is on the cusp of bankruptcy. He's dealing with
Oh
his marriage
my.
falling apart. So I just think he had a
Right.
lot that he was dealing with. And then you put on top of that, I do think she was falling in love with West. Like
Yeah.
I think that she had developed such an emotional attachment to West, and it was so evident between both of them because West kept inserting himself in every situation where they had a problem, an argument, whatever. He tried to be mediator, whatever. But even this latest episode that I saw where things kind of went off the rails, he comes and immediately sits beside Amanda as if he's her champion. It's like no other man should be coming to your rescue in your marriage. Your man is your husband. And so it's just so uncomfortable to watch. And I don't know if everybody else was able to clock it in the moment because it's so uncomfortable to watch everybody else have to be such a part of this couple's drama and the deterioration. It's uncomfortable. But there's other bright spots. Like I love KJ. I love Mia. I love Sierra. I love the black trio that we have there. I love Carl. I like a lot of the people. I don't fuck with Amanda and West, period. And
So
I just had to see them in 3D to really say that with clarity.
so I'm hearing that, and this is all the speculation coming out of the reunion that has yet to
Girl, and they about to
it,
separate this into
that
three
West has a
parts.
girlfriend.
So West allegedly had a girlfriend since last year and been in an
Yes.
exclusive relationship. I doubt he was in an exclusive relationship. I'm gonna be honest, based on how this man was maneuvering. But he
Yeah.
apparently was dating someone fairly seriously. He wore this tie, this horsehair tie that she
Yes.
made. Not cute,
Correct.
but do y'all?
She got famous off of it.
Yeah,
So
not cute. Because Lindsay then came and repeated it when she made an appearance on Watch What Happens Live. It's a whole guys. It's lore. It's lore at this point. There's a lot going on. But the latest scandal that I want to talk about, and then we can move on, is the
okay.
fact that there is a woman from the Bravo universe from Housewives,
Yes.
Jen Fessler,
Yes.
who decided to step into it and say, "Oh, y'all leave Wes alone. He's a sweetheart." Da 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 da. Sierra was like, "That's because you fucked him too."
Yes.
And Jim was like, I'ma sue you. We never slept together. Da 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 da. You just see Sierra in her comments doing flip emojis. And she was like, don't fuck with me. Basically, like, I have receipts.
Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing else from Jen
Not a
since.
thing. Not a thing. And she's a mature woman, right?
She's in her 50s. She's married. So, talk about receipts. We go back to an episode of Watch What Happens Live where Wes is talking
Yep.
about he was fucking around with a woman in her 50s. Y'all, we can't, this is how they suck me in. Cause I'm such a part of it now. Like, I could go and watch What Happens Live at this point. Like, I have thoughts, I have opinions. I'm waiting on Rachel. Rachel Lindsay told Andy, come on, call me back in, coach. I got things to say. So I still look forward to the moment when Sierra and Rachel get together. I feel like Van and Rachel need to have her on Higher Learning. But regardless, she's living her best life. I think this is only going to be good for her and her career. And I think it's hopefully the final straw that she needed to let this basic ass man go. Because
And
ain't
that's
nothing cute
another
about
thing.
Wes.
That is another thing. It's like all
Ain't
of
nothing
this
cute about
for him.
Wes. Ain't nothing cute
For
about
him.
Wes. He's schlubby. He's a bitch, in my
He's not even
opinion.
that charming. Like sometimes, that X factor be like, oh, I get it. I don't get it.
I've seen in the comments people saying like, "Oh, he's not intimidating." You know what I mean? So he gives you that bestie vibe, and people like women like fall for that. Like people see him as like golden retriever type of
Sure.
energy and whatever. But I'm like, but
Sure.
you got some lookers in the house. You know
I
what I
was gonna say
mean?
Sierra is a baddie, so
You
I
got
don't
some
understand.
lookers.
Like, and that's another thing. If we're gonna go strictly off of surface level things, it's like, is his bank even matching either? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not
I
seeing the
mean, he
appeal.
works for Complex or
I'm
whatever,
not,
but
but he's not like,
nah.
he doesn't
Like
have a yacht or
You
something.
got Mia dating a dude who does business with Michael B. Jordan. So I don't think he's at that level,
Yeah,
you know? So
yeah.
I'm rooting for everybody black as always. So
Period.
go ahead and give me my spinoff with my three blacks, KJ, Mia, and Sierra.
Well, there is a spinoff, but I don't know. Is Sierra in it
No, it's
on New
in the
York?
city. No, no, she's
Yes,
not.
yeah.
That's gonna be Wes and Amanda stuff still over there. So no.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, can't wait till this reunion. I'm mad they're splitting it up into three parts. I will be sat. I'm gonna have my wine in my hand and I'm gonna be yelling and cussing at the TV. Let's go. I'm ready.
Is it worth it? Should I get invested? I'm
Go
afraid.
go
Like,
ahead and watch season 10 and give me your thoughts. Like we can bring it back to the mic. Why not?
we can always bring it back to the mic. Yeah,
It's
this is
content out here and it's hot.
it is.
It's hot.
Yes.
All right, speaking of hot, I don't even want to spend too long on this. I just thought this shit was diabolical. We don't usually get into sports like this, but this Dianna Russini and Mike Vrabel affair situation is wild to me. So
It's
Mike,
giving Coldplay.
girl, worse because a baby,
I will try to fix you. Sorry.
a baby with that man's name. I literally made a comment like, "Die,
What?
ya girl." This is why I
What?
had to bring it to the mic.
I
So
knew you were frolicking around
girl, girl, girl. Again, let me
on
hold on.
vacation.
Audience, let me let y'all know. Mike is the coach of the Patriots. Diana was a reporter.
Sports reporter.
They were busted at a hotel together in the
Yes.
vicinity. Rumors
Yeah.
started spreading.
They were like in the hot tub or something like that.
Now come to find out back in 2021 when she was pregnant with her son, they met up and went on a 2 to 3 hour little boat excursion. Come to find out, she named that child Michael. I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me, baby. Where is the paternity test?
Who's the father?
Diabolical.
Wait, but they just had pictures of her kissing her current husband on
Girl,
Mother's Day.
people were saying in the comments, like, sir, tighten up. Don't let her embarrass you
It's
like this.
giving hall pass.
It's given, she's the breadwinner. That's what it's given to me.
Wait. I don't know which rich family that did this, but I don't know if it was the Bill Gates situation, but he would always go somewhere with his best friend who was a woman, like once a month or like once a year, and there was no questions asked. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. It was somebody's rich couple that it came out that the man manages to meet up with his dear friend during the summertime once a year. And that was just something that was understood in the relationship.
Unless her husband, in my opinion, has some type of fetish and he gets off on something like that. Like to me, it's a couple steps too far if we talking about I don't know whether that's my son or his son. And you named
That's
him Michael,
crazy. And
allegedly after your
now
brother.
we
No.
can't even find pictures because you know they ain't gonna put that on social media.
Just wait till like imagine if he turns out like Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. You know what I mean?
Looking
Like
just like that man.
no doubt.
Twins.
No doubt.
Twin, where have you been?
So we gonna see, but I said this is the stuff y'all play with people's emotions and feelings too much. Cause this is
Oh,
the stuff that will
he's
push
a
people over
Shake
the
Shack
edge.
exec.
Yes,
And
he
they
is.
been married since 2020. So he ain't broke.
He's not broke, but What's really good, sir?
Wowzers.
What's
And
really
everybody
good,
still got
sir?
their jobs.
No, Diana, I think got either resigned or something happened with. I don't think Diana's
It,
still with her role.
they did say former. Yeah.
Yeah, but Mike's still the coach of the Patriots. Now,
He's not going to lose his job.
Given the Patriots track record, it take a lot. It take a lot.
Listen,
So,
we don't.
yeah. But I diabolical. Let's move on to the final one for me at the moment, which is Chris Brown album review Backlash. I have not been a big fan of listening to Chris's latest music in a while because to me it's
Girl,
over my
we
head in
need
terms of the number of tracks that
time.
man like releases. Like I'm not listening to 30 tracks from nobody. 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 So it's like, Chris, do your thing. I'll hear a bop here and there and then I'm keep it moving.
It's
This
it's it's 27 songs.
I can't do
Now,
it.
technically, it's only an hour and 32 minutes. And I say that because these songs are so short now that they can have like 10 songs and it's like 45 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Give me, I would say to me, a feeling for me. I mean, it can vary, right? Because some
It
people can
really
release 10
depends on
tracks
what
and
it
it's a
is.
solid body of work. But like, give me no more than like 14 tracks. Anything more than that is like, I don't even have the energy for it. You know what I
See, my
mean?
favorite album of last year, The Art of Loving by my girl, Olivia Dean, 12 tracks, 34 minutes.
Solid, solid. But I have not even attempted to give this album a listen yet, but based on the reception, hasn't been great. But I will say this
Is this his first self
latest,
title? It's called Brown.
yeah, yes. Or what no, I think his first wasn't his first album called Chris Brown? What was his first album
Oh,
called?
a Chris Brown exclusive. No, his first one was Chris Brown. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Okay. I will say for this latest controversy though with the review from Pitchfork, I felt some type of way because even if y'all didn't love this music or whatever, it felt like just a bandwagon moment, and for y'all to come out in a like headline and say this is a piece of shit is wild to me. They gave his album a 1.3 out of 10.
That was rough and unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
They wanted the attention. That's what it's
Exactly.
giving.
They're just trying to bandwagon ride on top of this. And you know, I don't appreciate that with black artistry in particular. Y'all can
Not at
save
all.
it. Y'all can
And
save it.
honestly, I mean, the songs I have heard from the album is giving his usual sound, his usual vibe. Like,
Yeah.
and if you like it, I'm sure you're going to love it. I'm sure you're going to have your faves. My other thing with Chris is like, what are we talking about anymore, though? Like,
Oh, well,
that's
apparently he was still talking about Riri. Apparently he was talking about a couple of things. I don't know. I my favorite Chris Brown songs is more about um the production and his performance of said song necessarily than always just like, oh, this is a song that I'm gonna go back and listen to because of the lyrics, the lyrical content. I can't say there's too many of his songs that hit me in the heart, but like they're bops.
they've
Some
always
of
been
them
a good
definitely be
time.
bops. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I may give a few a listen, but
It looks like they removed the score because I'm on Pitchfork right now.
probably because of the backlash.
Oh, here it is. Okay, no, no, no. It took a while to load. It's 1.3. And then here's Chris Brown's soulless hit chasing new album doesn't justify his return to the public eye.
As if he disappeared.
As if he's gone anywhere. Now I have to say, I'm a fan of his Afrobeats work. Whenever he connects with Davido, bangers. Like I love it. But
My my favorite song of his outside of the one earworm song that we all love that was massive is Undecided. I love that song. It clips from the one song from the 90s with Shanice that I love. Like that melody, that sound is just captures something for me. And I, again, not the lyrical content, but the sound itself, the production, I love. So we'll see. But you know, leave it to us to do the reviews. Y'all go ahead and stay in y'all lane. Which ain't this. Cause I saw some of y'all other reviews and y'all giving people like Sexy Red damn near tens, and that's crazy. So
She's a plant,
keep it.
allegedly.
Keep it. All right, Delora, it's all you.
All right, Ashley. So there were a couple of topics I wanted us to discuss that when this shit hit the fan, my head exploded. I think we even talked about it via text. When Meg came out and said, I quote, cheating had me around your whole family playing house, got cold feet, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during the basketball season. And now you don't know if you can be quote unquote monogamous? Bitch, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. Insert the Tyra meme. We were for Klay. We were all rooting for him. I had no idea. Because again, it's like his persona before Meg was that, oh, he's just strictly basketball. You know what I mean? Not a hoe, you know?
Well, allegedly he been out here cheating. I just didn't know that.
Allegedly. But again, I would not have known that if he hadn't cheated on Meg.
Yep.
I was so heartbroken, Ashley, because again, rooting for Meg to find her happy ending. She's been through a lot. I mean, the first thing that came to mind too was just like, again, her just loving him out loud, hanging out with his parents, doing big things for his birthday. And to hear that he didn't treat her well and he had the nerve to cheat and say, I don't know if I could be monogamous. Sir, y'all bought a house.
With the face of the PBS symbol. Got some nerve out here. These mofos. I was just devastated for her. I think it hits you so much harder when you have built up expectation for somebody to be different and they seem different, just to turn around and slap you even harder in the face with the reality that they still just ain't shit.
Ashley,
Damn.
back to the family angle. Her parents have passed on. She's the only child. I'm sure she was, again, playing house, thinking this. He named his yacht over, not yacht, it's a boat, but still, he named his fishing boat after her. Like, these are, what it gives me is that he's a typical manipulator, like big gestures, whatever.
He's what they call a lover boy. He makes you feel some type of way just to rip that rug from up underneath you. Mm.
And then the discourse on the social media was so disgusting. Guys trying to demean Meg the Stallion and her feelings based off of her quote unquote dating history. I'm like, do we really need to recount every relationship? Y'all don't do this for Kim. Y'all don't do this for Taylor Swift. Like, I don't understand the fascination of it other than you could never get her.
Yeah. Well, I think even in those cases they do, but they never make it seem like it devalues you. They never make it seem like that means you're not going to find someone else who's going to wife you up or what have you. It doesn't devalue those women. But for Meg, it's like you're not even valuable. Look at what's happened to you. You're not even a valuable commodity out here in the dating world.
And then is messing up her money. She out here on Broadway doing well, and she cut her time short. Like,
I get it though. I can't imagine
a
being in the
broken
public
heart.
eye in like
Yeah.
in regular everyday life with regular people. These things are devastating. Let alone if you got so many opinions, you got media outlets bugging you. I couldn't. I'd go in a dark hole somewhere. I'd be like, y'all go ahead and book me on the first flight the fuck out of here. Cause I need to go to an island where no one knows me and I can take this phone,
Gosh.
take all of this away from me. I don't want to be bothered. Leave me alone.
Oh, and then the messy boots girls on social media was like, you met his father. But he's married, so I don't condone that. But still, I'm like, that'd be really raggedy. But anyway,
Revenge.
like I was telling somebody that before the other week too. I was like, I want my revenge now. I know God said it's his, but I want it now.
You know who I
Serve
thought of is
cold.
I was curious what the conversation between Steph and Aisha was at home after all of this. Like I to be a fly on the wall in their house and hear their commentary about this would have been interesting.
Again, Steph probably would have known to be like, don't let his light skin fool you.
Ain't shit.
I don't think that's the reason why people thought anything about Klay, but still.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't called anybody a lame in a while, but I had thought Klay was like a lame before he got with Megan. So I was again shocked.
I
Shocked.
mean, peak. I mean, what did Chris Rock say? And Chris Rock, I have complicated feelings towards him, but he said several things every once in a while that I'm like, yeah. He's like, men only cheat based off what's available to them. So you got to remember Klay, the Splash Boys, Golden Gate, the amount of panties thrown his way. Who I'm sure, I'm sure he's had his fill. I'll just say that much.
Still an athlete out here. Still an athlete. I meant more so like personality than accolades. But yeah, sure.
But people, and I say that because this sounds so awful, but he was on top. Women F men who are friends with people on top just to get at, like, you know what I mean?
No
Like,
doubt. I always think of that line from Love and Basketball when the dad told Quincy, like, listen, it's every night they coming at you, and the boldest ones, they're not at your door, they're in your room. You know what I mean? Like, I can only imagine. I still remember that picture of Steph when you see Steph and you see the chick, like looking at the way she's looking at him in the
that look
audience. Girl,
was salacious.
like he was
I
dinner.
clutched my pearls. I'm like,
Can you imagine? Lord Jesus.
nope. That's why Aisha was like, I want somebody looking at me. Uh
Beautiful woman, girl. You beautiful.
Gorgeous. All right. The other thing I wanted to talk about was this Kevin Hart roast. Did you watch it?
I have not watched it yet. I plan to watch it though, just so I can have my own opinion about everything. Because I've heard many at this point.
I don't know if I want to watch it. I was going to until I start seeing like four white comics making blatantly racist jokes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. It was a no. Apparently, everybody felt it was a no holds barred. People said whatever they felt like they wanted to say. Jokes about George Floyd, jokes about Charlie Kirk, jokes about Kevin's wife, jokes about Kevin's crackhead father, all sorts of stuff. Nothing was off limits.
But like Pete Davidson making fun of Cheryl being black, because quote unquote dark. Um, Lynching jokes.
Crazy.
What?
Yeah. On Netflix. On
On
Netflix.
Netflix, which has been, I dare say, somewhat of a safe space for Black folks. Shout out to Strong Black Leads and our future contract with them.
They popping on Black podcasts. Breakfast
They
Club
are
#1. So
absolutely. But I also found out that there were writers for these jokes. And if you were to look up the writers, it wasn't a lot of Black people in the mix. Shout out to freaking Chelsea Handler for her delivery gave me the solace I was looking for because I was livid. All the clips that I've seen, again, the George Floyd joke, talking about looking up. Why are we even talking about George Floyd? Bonsai tree lynching? Like, why are we talking about? I mean, I think the last time they did a roast like this was with Tom Brady. And of course, they made jokes about how he, lost out to Giselle. You know what I mean? Um, but to me, it was just really ugly.
Mm. I have to, I'm probably going to watch it. I have to form my own opinions on the edginess and like, ugh, did that sting as much as it sounds like it was sting? I don't know. I don't know yet, but I'm not typically I would not let people get these type of jokes off. So
My
we about
deal
to see.
is my deal is again, shout out to Chelsea Handler because and shout out to Alyssa. Happy 40th birthday. She's one of our OG listeners. We went to college together and we always like share memes on social media. So she sent me the Chelsea Handler one. And I was like, I needed this because I was livid again looking at all the clips that were going viral, and especially the fact that they invited the dude that was at the freaking Trump rally that called Puerto Rico an island of garbage. What are you doing at a
Girl.
black man's roast? And then Little Rail, I think, had a really good thing to say. He was like, roast used to be about friends who know each other, who actually have history, and you know what I mean, like there's a level of psychological safety. Like if you got strangers walking up, he didn't say that part, that's me saying it, but you got strangers rolling up saying these jokes out of gist because it's a roast, and it's giving mean heart. It just it's not
Yeah.
great.
But Kevin Hart is a capitalist, so I
And
don't think
he
he
set up
minds.
and laughed the entire
Yeah.
time.
Hell, him and Cat Williams possibly buried the hatchet. I don't think he minds at all.
Possibly. Possibly. And the last thing I was going to say, you know what I thought of about a roast gone wrong, with Goldberg
Who?
and Whoopi Goldberg, and when she was dating Ted Danson,
Uh-huh.
his name, yeah, he was in blackface.
You mean their affair that they had? They had an affair.
Who was married?
Ted.
Was he?
Yes, they had an affair.
He's not. He wasn't married to the woman he's married to now. She's post
No,
Whoopi, but he was
correct.
like obsessed with Whoopi. I
Yeah,
didn't know he
they
was
had
married.
it was a huge affair. Yeah.
Was he married? Well, she was. They were hanging
And
off
they were
each
only
other.
together for like 8 months or something, but yeah, it was a huge affair. Yeah.
Wow. They did that movie together
Yeah,
and was
Made in
like, we
America
together.
with
Yeah.
a young
Will
Nia
Smith.
Long and Will Smith.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hold on, let me see. Who was he married to? Oh my goodness. He was married to his second wife, Cassandra Coates, at the time. And I'm sorry, it
Wow.
was 18-month affair.
I was gonna say it was more than the
It
eight.
began during the filming of Made in America.
Wow. Whoopi got that je ne sais quoi. Because she's had, torrid affairs. But I
She's
love
one
her
of
because
those
she
people who has such self-confidence that
yes.
just radiates. She very much seems to know exactly who she is, you know?
Yes.
So
And people want a piece of it.
that's very, very attractive. Anyway,
Yeah. So, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about, the Met Gala. I know we were not excited about it, courtesy of, you know, Bezos and his wife. I'm thinking about what Blakely called her. I'm not going to repeat it right now, but it was priceless. Y'all look it up. Did you look at the looks? Did you care about it, the theme, and all that?
no, I mean, I caught what I caught just via social media, and who, stepped out. I think the biggest thing that I caught was trying to understand the lip reading folks for the Rihanna ASAP Rocky potential
Yeah.
little fight in the car, I was like, what are they saying? What is happening? Other than that, I
Well,
was not
it was also
invested.
a long night and y'all got all those clothes on. They probably were like, did you put the baby to bed? And I was like,
I mean, but it's
obviously
even
not.
like they're human beings, right? Of course, they're not going to always get along. Of
With three
course.
babies and
Of
they're probably
course.
tired.
Yeah.
Like,
Of course.
it's normal.
I was invested. I was like, okay, what's the lip reader saying they're saying? What are we talking about?
And then somebody else said that like he was too handsy on like with a girl or something
Yes.
like
And I saw the
that.
clip. I ain't like it
I did
either.
too.
I ain't like it either.
Yeah. And then when Rihanna was like, "How about you?" And somebody was like, "That tone she took, she was trying to eavesdrop and see what exactly was going on because again, he was a little too friendly." Um, I thought if anything, yes, I didn't wait with bated breath, but I was aware of like who was there. Now, am I gonna like chastise everybody who shows up there this year? It's easy to say yes, but I'm like, I don't know how long we're gonna have it. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Like it's giving an end of an era. Like we've reached the pinnacle of the Met Gala. I don't anticipate it going on. There's even rumors based off a recent article. I forgot who wrote it, but just saying essentially the Met saying like we'll see how long this lasts, maybe until 2028. So with the collaboration with Condé Nast and Vogue. So um yeah, any looks you want to talk about that you've seen or
No, nothing in particular that
no?
moved me. Mm-mm.
Same. I will say Blue Ivy, her presence there was actually a big deal because apparently it's 18 years and up. And Blue rolled on up there with her sunglasses at the ripe age of 14. So legendary. Her whole life has been legendary at this point. So
Right. Exactly. North out here doing music, attending events she's not old enough to do. So Blue's doing her thing too.
yeah. All right, Ashley. What else you got?
We're just gonna wrap up with our microdose of the Devil Wears Prada. So spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Delora and I stepped out when saw it together with our just viewing, but also for my mom's birthday celebration. So again, happy birthday,
Yay!
mom.
Happy
Um,
birthday.
So, expectations versus reality is what I want to start with. So, my expectations going into it, I didn't really try to have this, oh, it's going to be as good or better than the original. I think the original was a magical time capsule of great talent, um, impactful, great
Lightning in a
story,
bottle.
lightning in a
The
bottle.
time,
It
yes.
was an exceptional film. And the fact that the more people I talked to, the more men I realized enjoyed The Devil Wears Prada. I was like, I didn't even realize. Like, my brother said it's his favorite rom com.
Oh, I didn't know that. And
My
is there
cousin's
romance?
boyfriend, it's his favorite rom com. I was like, I just didn't know it was this popular. I knew we loved it, but
Wow. Yeah.
it's gender bending. So there you go.
Love
Um,
it.
Going into it, my hope
Miranda Savage though, so that makes it fun.
Yeah. Going into it, my hope was that it was just not going to become a cartoon version of itself, right? Like a caricature of the first one. I will say it started a little heavy on the nostalgia. I
Like
told you
Hocus
after.
Pocus.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus 2 was too on the notes. It pretty
Or
much was,
coming to America.
oh my
Awful.
gosh. Yes.
Awful.
We've
Awful.
recapped both of y'all those y'all, so check it out.
And I didn't want that for this. I wanted this to be able to stand on its own and be a great film. I feel like when we first started the film, they did lean heavily on the nostalgia. There were still plenty of callbacks throughout, but I'm like, all right, let's move this along. Like, let's get into the actual story of what this is supposed to be about. And once we did that, I could rock with it. A couple of things that I felt were unnecessary. Andy's love interest, I didn't care. I don't
Yes.
care.
Somebody actually had a whole video on social media that I agree with. It was like, why aren't we at the age of like, she clearly doesn't want children. She's clearly like a career woman. You don't have to pair her with a man to like she's fine. Like I don't understand the point of him. He was pointless to me.
He was
I'm sorry, sir.
pointless. I mean, I'm good for Andy, but unnecessary byproduct of,
He
just
didn't move
having
her
love in
story
rom-coms.
forward. What was
Yeah,
the point?
just to have something to do. And then the other part of it was Irv deserved better than to have a heart attack at his birthday party, in my opinion. I was like, y'all had to have Irv go out like that, just drop dead at his 75th. I
That
just
was
felt like
intense.
we could have Irv could have got a little bit of a better send off than that. But obviously it served the story and the movement of next generation and what that looks like, especially with the handoff of business and nepotism and all those things. So did his death serve the story? Yes. I was just like, I don't know if I needed that was abrupt. My favorite thing about this film is the justice for Stanley Tucci, right? Is the justice for his character. It was a service to him and
Yes.
the audience to see him get some just due from the original. So overall, I enjoyed the film. Is this going into canon? Probably not, but I think it was
No.
a nice add-on to the legacy of this story.
So I really did enjoy this remake. To me, even though I do feel like this other one was better, it's giving Freakier Friday. Like Freakier Friday was a joy
Hmm.
to watch. And this one was a joy as well because I can't say the outfits were as, standouts as the first movie, but they all looked fantastic. I love the international element. We were in Italy longer
Baby,
than what
Malone.
Paris was for the first movie. You know what I mean? So that made that a lot of fun. And again, the movie was beautiful, 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 beautiful. So in terms of the characters and the overall state and the plot of the movie, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little rough for me because it hit a little too close to home. The billionaires and the buyouts and the layoffs.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, this is coming straight out of 2026. Like, you know what I mean? And so I say that because it kind of takes you out of the beautiful movie that they have.
You like, I
Because I'm
want
just like,
escapism. I don't want to deal with my day to day.
and I was like, yo, um, these are facts. This is true. And again, it was really fascinating. Love that the gang was all back. Love the evolution of everyone's character. Whew. But the way that Miranda told Emily, she's like I don't know what the
You
ex-
are not a visionary. You are a vendor.
yes. I was like, yo, just smack me in the face. Just do that. Don't annihilate me with your words, please. And thank
Then
you.
again, this is someone trying to take your livelihood
Away from
from you
you.
right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
So
a little cutting. Sorry.
yeah. So with that being said, I did enjoy the twist because I didn't see that coming, and I'm really good at stuff like that. So I was like, bravo to y'all. What I didn't like though, I think that was the most vicious thing that she said because there was a lot of uncertainty with Miranda's character in this movie for me. Like I was waiting for the rabbit to come through her sleeve. She's gonna save the day, but there was no plan. Dare I say there was ideas of a plan? Unfortunately, if you know what that means,
I think she
concepts of a
was
plan.
I think she was tired. This was showing the difference that 20 years has made in the life of a career, right? And I'm tired now. I've been through the trenches. I fought battle after battle. I'm tired now. So Andy had to be the one to help fight this battle for her.
But even with Andy taking the reins, you, as at least for me as a viewer, I'm like, is Miranda gonna rip her head off? Like, you know what I mean? But
She
it
was
was
soft.
necessary.
She was softer, not soft. She was
She
softer.
was
I mentioned
softer.
that. That was
Yeah.
something I definitely noted. She was more easygoing,
Yeah.
not as ice cold. But I also, last thing I'll say is I'm gonna have to rewatch this because we talked about it at the end that I was sad the twins didn't make an appearance. Apparently they did. Apparently they were in the background of the party that uh
Was
Miranda
supposed
and
to
her
make
husband threw.
her
They were
announcement.
supposedly at that party, and
Mm.
I didn't catch them. And it was supposedly the same two actresses. So I
I
need to
wonder
watch
if
it
it's a
again.
cutting room floor situation where they probably weren't able to keep their lines.
Maybe.
Um, and then I love seeing Simone Ashley. Love, love, love her. And she was
Fabulous.
fabulous in all her looks. So it was a good
Fabulous.
time.
They said she was the assistant Miranda always needed. The best of the best. Nah, that brown woman's going somewhere. She's gonna
She
be doing a
is.
lot more than being Miranda's assistant.
Absolutely.
Overall, what's your grade?
Oh, I'll give it a B. I had a good time. How about
I'll give
you?
it a B as well. I'll give it a B as well. Same page. All right, kids. Well, that's it. That's all for our recap of the Devil Wears Prada, or microdose rather. Um, Next week we have a little something special. We just had
Yes.
in conversation with a Chicagoan, Will Adams. Funny enough, we're gonna have another Chicagoan joining us for an in conversation
Chicago's
next
out
week.
here.
Her name is
Yes,
Danielle
yes.
Scruggs. She is the founder and curator of Black Women Directors, which is a library archive highlighting the work of Black women directors. She's also a photographer, a writer, multi hyphenate, let's say,
I
multi
mean, and the
hyphenate
places she's
creative.
worked for, I'm like, this is insane.
She
Getty,
currently works at NPR,
People,
people. So,
Wall Street Journal, and now she's at freaking NPR. Like,
yeah,
wow.
doing her thing. So we look forward to chatting with her. She is going to be involved in the Dayton Black Women's Film Festival as well. She's going to be
Yes.
a part of the Friday sessions for workshops. So again, if you have not purchased a ticket yet, get out there, get online, not W, dbwff.org has the information, has the ticket availability. So be sure to check it out. Shout out to Ange for her third annual. We're looking forward to it.
Yes. So important.
Guys, please share this episode out with everybody you know. We appreciate it. We'll be back with that in conversation. But in the meantime, as always, be blessed.
Bye.